Imagine a world without borders, a world without war, a world where humanity stands united and faces its challenges as one. This is not a utopian dream, but a possible future. A future where the divisions that have plagued us for centuries fade into the past. For millennia, humans have been divided. Tribes, nations, religions all have drawn lines in the sand. This fragmentation has led to countless conflicts and hindered our collective progress. But now, a new era is dawning. The forces of globalization are pulling us closer than ever before. Technology, trade, and shared challenges like climate change transcend national boundaries. We are witnessing the birth of a global consciousness, a recognition of our interconnectedness. This burgeoning unity holds immense promise. It offers a chance to overcome our differences and build a better future for all humankind. But it also presents new challenges. We must navigate the complexities of global governance and safeguard against the dangers of homogeneity. The future is unwritten, and the choices we make today will determine the fate of our species. Our journey towards global unity is a tale as old as humanity itself. From the first nomadic tribes to the sprawling empires of antiquity, humans have always sought connection and cooperation. The seeds of globalization were sown long ago. The invention of writing facilitated the spread of ideas and cultures across vast distances. Trade routes connected civilizations, fostering exchange and understanding. The printing press democratized knowledge, laying the groundwork for a more interconnected world. The 20th century witnessed a dramatic acceleration in globalization. The horrors of 2 world wars spurred a collective desire for peace and cooperation. International organizations like the United Nations were established to foster dialogue and prevent future conflicts. The rise of the internet and social media has further blurred the lines between nations. We are now more connected than ever before, sharing information and ideas instantaneously across the globe. This digital revolution has fueled a sense of global citizenship, transcending physical borders and cultural differences. The path to unity has been long and arduous, marked by both progress and setbacks. But the trajectory is clear. We are moving towards a future where the concept of nationhood may become increasingly fluid, replaced by a shared identity as citizens of Earth. Imagine a world where the vast resources currently wasted on military spending are redirected towards solving global challenges. Picture the immense potential of these resources being channeled into areas that can truly transform our world for the better. Imagine a world where the brightest minds from every corner of the globe collaborate to cure diseases, develop sustainable technologies, and unlock the mysteries of the universe. This collective intelligence could lead to breakthroughs in medical technology, space exploration, and beyond, pushing the boundaries of what we believe is possible. This is the promise of a united humanity. Freed from the constraints of national borders, scientific advancements could accelerate exponentially. Researchers and innovators would no longer be limited by geographical boundaries, allowing for a seamless exchange of ideas and knowledge. Imagine global research initiatives tackling climate change, developing renewable energy sources, and finding solutions to global hunger and poverty. These collaborative efforts could lead to sustainable practices that preserve our planet for future generations. A unified global economy could usher in an era of unprecedented prosperity. Trade barriers would crumble, allowing for the free flow of goods and services. This economic integration could lead to more efficient markets, increased innovation, and a higher standard of living for all. Innovations in technology and infrastructure could connect even the most remote communities, fostering economic development and reducing inequality. Imagine a world where everyone has access to the internet, clean water, and reliable energy regardless of their location. Perhaps most importantly, a world united holds the potential for lasting peace. With no nations to wage war against, conflict could become a relic of the past. Diplomatic efforts and conflict resolution would take precedence, creating a more harmonious global society. Resources currently funneled into military spending could be redirected toward education, healthcare, and social programs, creating a more just and equitable world for all. Imagine the impact of universal education and healthcare on global well-being and productivity. The possibilities are truly limitless. By embracing our shared humanity and working together, we can unlock our full potential and create a future that benefits everyone. This collective effort could lead to innovations and solutions that we have yet to even imagine. The challenges we face are great, but the rewards of unity are far greater. Together, we can overcome any obstacle and build a brighter, more prosperous future for all of humanity. The perils of conformity, navigating the risks of global unity. While the promise of a united world is alluring, we must also acknowledge the potential pitfalls of such a radical transformation. The idea of global unity brings with it dreams of peace, cooperation, and shared prosperity. However, it is essential to recognize that this vision is not without its challenges and risks. The path to a better future requires careful navigation, for even the most well-intentioned ideas can have unintended consequences. It is a journey that demands thoughtful decision-making and a deep understanding of the complexities involved. One of the most significant risks of global unity is the potential for cultural homogenization. The rich tapestry of human culture, with its myriad traditions, languages, and customs, is at risk of being overshadowed by a dominant global culture. As borders dissolve and global communication becomes increasingly seamless, there is a danger of unique cultures being subsumed by a dominant global culture. This could lead to a loss of cultural identity and heritage, which are vital to the human experience. This loss of diversity would be a tragedy, robbing humanity of its richness and vibrancy. The unique perspectives and ways of life that different cultures bring to the world are invaluable and irreplaceable. Another concern is the potential for tyranny. The concentration of power in a single global authority could lead to abuses and the erosion of freedoms. A single, all-powerful world government, while appealing in theory, could easily devolve into an oppressive regime. The balance of power is crucial to prevent any form of tyranny or authoritarian rule. Safeguarding individual liberties and ensuring democratic principles are upheld would be paramount in such a scenario. It is essential to create systems of checks and balances to protect the rights and freedoms of individuals. Furthermore, the transition to a unified world would undoubtedly be fraught with challenges. The logistics of merging different political, economic, and social systems are complex and require meticulous planning. The question of how to equitably distribute resources, manage migration patterns, and address historical injustices would require careful consideration and compromise. These issues are deeply rooted and cannot be resolved overnight. It is crucial to remember that unity does not equal uniformity. A unified world should not mean the erasure of our unique identities and cultural differences. Embracing our shared humanity does not mean erasing our differences. Instead, it means recognizing and celebrating the diversity that makes us unique while finding common ground. The key lies in finding a balance, celebrating our diversity while working together towards common goals. By doing so, we can create a world that is both united and richly diverse, where every culture and individual can thrive. The paradox of power, safeguarding freedom in a world government. The concept of a world government has long been a topic of debate among scholars, politicians, and citizens alike. The idea of a world government is fraught with contradictions. It presents a complex paradox that challenges our understanding of power and governance. On one hand, it offers the tantalizing possibility of ending war and fostering global cooperation. Imagine a world where nations no longer engage in destructive conflicts, where resources are pooled for the common good, and where humanity works together to solve pressing global issues like climate change, poverty, and disease. On the other, it raises concerns about concentrated power and the potential for tyranny. The fear of a single, overarching authority that could impose its will on diverse cultures and societies is a significant hurdle. How can we reconcile the need for global governance with the preservation of individual liberty? This question lies at the heart of the debate and requires careful consideration of the mechanisms and structures that would underpin such a government. The answer lies in striking a delicate balance. It is not about choosing one over the other, but finding a way to integrate both principles harmoniously. A world government, if it were to exist, would need to be structured in a way that prevents the concentration of power in the hands of a select few. This means creating a system of checks and balances that ensures no single entity can dominate the global stage. Decentralization, transparency, and accountability would be essential. These principles would help distribute power more evenly and make the governing body answerable to the people it serves. One potential model is a federalist system, where power is shared between a global governing body and regional or local governments. This would allow for a degree of autonomy while still enabling coordinated action on global issues. Regional governments could address local needs and preferences, while the global body focuses on overarching concerns. This would allow for a degree of autonomy while still enabling coordinated action on global issues. Such a system would require robust institutions and clear delineation of responsibilities to function effectively. Another crucial aspect would be the protection of individual rights. Ensuring that every person, regardless of their nationality, has their fundamental rights protected is paramount. A global Bill of Rights, enshrined in law and upheld by an independent judiciary, would be essential to safeguarding freedom of speech, religion, assembly, and other fundamental liberties. This would provide a legal framework that transcends national boundaries and offers protection to all individuals. The success of any world government would hinge on its legitimacy in the eyes of the governed. Without the trust and support of the global populace, such a government would struggle to maintain authority and effectiveness. This would require not only fair and representative institutions, but also a shared sense of global citizenship and a commitment to democratic values. People must feel that they have a stake in the system and that their voices are heard and respected. The challenges are significant, but the potential rewards are too great to ignore. A world government could pave the way for unprecedented cooperation and progress, addressing issues that no single nation can tackle alone. By approaching the question of global governance with caution, creativity, and a steadfast commitment to individual liberty, we can strive to create a future where unity and freedom go hand in hand. It is a vision that requires dedication, innovation, and a willingness to embrace both the diversity and commonality of the human experience. The time to start thinking about our global future is now. We must engage in open and honest conversations about the challenges and opportunities of a unified world. Join the conversation. Share your vision for a unified world in the comments below.